Thinking about automating businesses in general, especially service-based businesses, which is where you can gain the most advantage from using a system that gives you automation and how much it can impact revenue, really. I was talking to a business owner who is in the grading business, land grading, site preparation, road building, excavation. He mostly does it for residential construction and just land prep to build houses. And he spends an immense amount of time operating his equipment. He's an owner-operator. And he estimated he probably spends 2 hours a day answering phone calls to talk about existing jobs or scheduling or trying to, for sales to get new business, people calling him, asking for his services. And I said, what's your day rate on your machine? And this is just one of his machines. It's got like 10. His primary machine is this really big cat excavator. And his day rate just for that machine is like $10K a day. And I said, okay, so if it's $10K a day and you're trying to maximize your client's return, their spend, but you're just taking 2 hours of that spend to get other business, does that seem fair to your clients? He said, well, no, what I end up doing is just staying on the job site longer, getting there earlier or leaving later to try and get the work done. But I get interrupted so much that that's kind of what it takes. And so we were talking, he approached me about, how could I help him with a system to help him deal with his leads, really, and alleviate some of the pain he's feeling with phone calls. Quite honestly, that's a simple fix. We can give you results from that in 30 days or less. Do a phone number for you, tie it to our automation system. So when people call the phone number, that if he doesn't answer, because the new phone number would forward to his cell phone. That way, if he is able to answer, he can. If he doesn't want to answer, he can ignore it. But it's a text system. So he misses the phone call, the system picks it up and texts the person back immediately with whatever script we give it, obviously. Hi, thanks for calling. Sorry, I couldn't get to your call. What can I help you with? You have immediate communication with the lead. I think the word automation and systems scares a lot of small business owners because if they've ever even heard of it or know what a system is or does, they think bigger business. And that's true. However, in my opinion and in my experience, 20 years in the business, is that small businesses can almost get more impact more quickly from implementing small steps that are systematized into their workflow and really come up with simple things that save a lot of time, but also increase revenue because you land more clients. So I think that that's a myth amongst small business owners is they don't need a system. They have to answer the phone. They have to do everything manually. They're writing lead information down on a notepad or sticky notes. It's lost in their email. Let me give you a scenario. Tell me if this is you, right? Please leave it in the comments if this is you. You receive leads for your service-based business via the contact form on your website, if you have a website, via phone call, direct phone call. And if you don't answer, they leave a voicemail. So you're constantly checking voicemail. You get lead data in email, so a direct email. So it's in your email inbox. And if you are a social media user, meaning you post social media content, you may get leads via social media, whether it's a comment on a post or a direct message, a DM, or if you're further along in that game and you have forms on social media that people can fill out, but that form still leads to your email. If you have to search for lead data in more than one place, you need a system. It's going to save you a ton of time because you're not guessing at where that lead data was. But let me add to that picture. Let's say it's 7 p.m. in the evening on a weekday or weekend, doesn't matter. And you get a notification on your phone. You're sitting with your family having dinner. At the moment, you're not able to read it or look at it because you've got something going on. The kids are going to bed, you're doing dinner, etc. You kind of forget about it. The next day you wake up, your morning starts, you're on the phone again with other people, you're looking at emails, you're driving to your office, you're driving to a job site, whatever it is you're doing, you're planning your day. And then 10, 11 a.m. rolls around the next day and you're like, oh yeah, I got a lead last night. Let me look at that. And then you're like, oh, was that a phone call? Oh, let me check my phone messages. Oh, wait a minute. Was that an email? And now you're lost in your email inbox, not only looking for a lead, but being distracted by everything else that's in your inbox. 12 hours has gone by or something like that, maybe even more, 15 hours has gone by since the person reached out to you. If their need is even semi-urgent, they've already reached out to multiple other businesses to try and get a response. Whoever responds first most likely is going to win the business of the customer. It's a 90% chance, by the way. So there's a 90% chance of you landing business that you respond to from a lead within the first 5 minutes of them reaching out. Now, that's almost impossible to do and be an owner-operator of a service-based business. You're managing clients, you're dealing with clients, you're delivering your service, you're doing sales, you're buying materials, whatever you're doing, you're living your life after hours. So how do you do that? How do you get back to people in a timely fashion no matter what you have going on? And the answer is systems and automation within those systems. I have seen this system literally double the revenue for companies in 4 and 5 months' time. That's not every case, obviously, because it depends on what your marketing looks like. A system that can handle incoming inquiries for you automatically to where you at least warm the lead, W-A-R-M, the lead, so that they are in a place where they feel like they're getting some personal attention from you. You have a 90% chance of landing that business, or a 90% greater chance of landing that business is what I should say. And that's just because of the instant gratification that they get from personal attention as quickly as possible. So think about that scenario in your own business. Take a look at your weekly and your daily habits and schedule and see if it makes any sense for you to start looking at systematizing part of your business. I can tell you now the answer is yes, and that it will save you immense amounts of headache if you move beyond the owner-operator position and you start to scale your company. You hire people, you have salespeople, you have office staff where you need to share information, you need to pass data along. If it takes you 30 minutes to find a lead because you have to hunt through your phone contacts, your SMS messages, your email inbox to find something to then send it to your office person, one of your salespeople, you're losing money. You don't have to, is the thing. So if a system is something that sounds really interesting to you, leave a comment below, look at the links in my description below, reach out to me. I would love to talk to you and help you solve the issue of time, because systems lead to more revenue in less time. That's really the truth, no matter what your business is. So even if it's not me and you look at another coach or you look at some other service provider that does something like this, do yourself and your business a huge favor and really think about this, because it's 2025. Other businesses in your space are more than likely systematizing, and the ones who are really out in front of the game of all of it and are jumping on the opportunity of the times, which is are using AI to systematize and automate. And they're going to dominate the market. That's because they can get more done in less time with less people and make more profit. Don't fall behind, and don't let yourself be one of the people who digs their heels in the sand and says you're not going to, modernize and automate. You're going to lose, because people can do so much more with so much less time and so few people now because of systems, automation, and AI, that you don't want to miss out on it. And I can help. I can coach you through it. We can do it for you, and I'll be there with you every step of the way. So it's not this overwhelming hill that you need to climb and all this stuff you need to figure out. Let me shortcut your entire journey into automation so you can transform your business and really grow and double your revenue in 2025. That's it for now.